I'm Tommy Lee, and this is the Scam of the Week. Once again, joining us on the Scam of the Week is Jan Diaz, the Vice President of Your Better Business Bureau for Northern Indiana. Jan, how are you today?
I am doing well. How are you today, Tommy?
I'm good, thank you. So what are we talking about this week?
Yeah, so we're going to dive into the topic of voicemail hacking scams. It's been a growing concern that not too many people are aware of, but it's something we all need to be vigilant about.
I don't know that I've ever heard of this. Exactly what is that?
So voicemail hacking scams happen when a scammer breaks into a business's voicemail system and they use it to trick customers into giving away their money and personal information.
Ooh.
So it sounds unreal, but here's how the scam works. You call a business to inquire about their services or products. Maybe you need a plumber, you need someone with for electrical help, just something that you're calling for a service or a product, and you leave a voicemail at the business with your name, contact details, maybe even your home address, because you want to give them all that because you want them to be aware of what your needs are. And then a few hours later, you receive a text message that seems to be from the company that you just left the message for. And they're urgently requesting a down payment for their services through an untraceable payment method like Venmo or Cash App. And so you believe the request is legitimate because you left the message, and so you send the money. And unfortunately, when you realize you've been scammed, it's after you contact the actual company again and discover that their voicemail system was compromised.
And at that point, they're gone. That's pretty sneaky. So how do the scammers manage to pull this off? I mean, how do they hack a company's voicemail?
Yes, absolutely. So after you leave your voicemail with a real business, scammers can hack into that business's voicemail system by guessing or cracking the default passcode. So many businesses' voicemail systems have the systems that they use have simple, easy to guess default passcodes like 1234 or 0000, which makes it easy for scammers to gain access.
All right. So what can people do to protect themselves from becoming victims of these voicemail hacking scams?
Yes, so the first and most crucial step is to change the default PIN or passcode provided by the voicemail system to something more secure. So a lot of businesses are unaware that they need to do this. So if a person's leaving a message and they want to check that message, they put in the PIN, which is 0000 and 9999. That's the default PIN, which needs to be changed. Because that's how the scammers are hacking their voicemail system. So they can also choose a longer passcode. That's what we recommend. That includes a mix of numbers, letters, symbols, as these are harder for scammers to guess. So also avoid using easily guessable passcodes like your birth date, address, or sequences of repeating numbers. So it's also wise to periodically change the PIN or the passcode to keep the voicemail system secure. And then we also tell folks additionally, regularly check your voicemail greeting to ensure it hasn't been altered, and verify that your call settings like call forwarding or text responses are correct.
Now, what should somebody do if they have fallen victim to a voicemail hacking scam?
So if a person has been scammed, they need to report it right away to BBB at bbb.org/scam tracker. There's a whole process that they can go through at that website to report it. If they've lost money, it's also important to report it to the local authorities. And also make sure to contact your bank, credit card companies, and put a freeze on your credit report if you need to. There's another resource out there that they can contact, and that's the Federal Trade Commission. They can report that at reportfraud.ftc.gov. And, the bottom line is by making sure that all of the organizations have been informed, even the financial banks and other organizations, they're protecting themselves from further harm. And it also helps protect others from similar types of scams.
Yeah, that's the important thing. Don't feel embarrassed by the fact that you've been scammed and let that, impede your path to reporting it, because somebody else could be next in line and your story could help them avoid the same pitfalls that fell to you. And we can we can spread the good instead of inadvertently spreading the bad, as it were.
That's right.
And as always, get plenty of info at bbb.org. And again, check that scam tracker regularly to see what's out there. Jan Diaz, we appreciate you here, as always, joining us for the Better Business Bureau's Scam of the Week. And we will look forward to the next time we're going to talk to you.
Same here. Thanks so much, Tommy.
Podcasts by Federated Media.